2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. Guys, looking at Sacramento, they took the win in their last game against Phoenix.
Yeah, and offensively, everything seemed to come together for them beautifully. It seemed like everything they tried worked.
And with a multifaceted approach like the one they had, it takes a sophisticated defense to stop it, which was not the case that day.
And it's the Kings with the ball. After the miss from Richards. And there's the pass to Vaughn. King. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And the shot no good, a bit short. On defense, Sacramento. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And last year, boy, it was fun watching these two teams get together. They split the season series. Very even matchup.
Here's Jones, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got his team on the board to start the game for Utah.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
Here's Vaughn. Off the left rim and out. Steve, as you said, these were maybe the two most evenly matched teams in the conference.
It was such a hard-fought series. I mean, it would be great to see a similar series this season.
Here's Richards. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Pelicans.
And if you look at the offensive rebounding totals from that game, this team was at a severe disadvantage. You can't expect to win the game when you're only getting one attempt every time down the floor.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get some extra possessions, and clearly they were inferior in that area of the game. And you were right on top of it, Steve. For a little guy, that's pretty observant that rebounding would be a stat that you would be able to lock into. Every time it gets scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Swiped it away. Number 26. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Now they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
Passes it to Buckets. Number 44. Utah gets it back. Shoots the 3. That's good. He's got 5.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Pass to Thompson. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Pass to Buckets. He passes to Richards. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
Out to Thompson. It's rebounded by Richards.
I thought he'd make that one, and that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Number 44. He's covered by Thompson. There's the pass to Richards. Number 15. It's off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, number 44. And that one's good. He has 7.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And it's the Kings with the ball. 11-point game. Thompson from long range. And that is good. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Passes to Richards. Can't get it to go. Nice D from King. And now Sacramento on the break. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the head coach for the Jazz gave me just a couple of moments to catch up with him. The battle on the boards is something that he knows will be a big barometer for how this game turns out. He said coming out ahead in rebounds is something that we simply have to strive for in this game. If we let them beat us up on the glass, it's going to be a long uphill fight. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, for that. Obviously, getting better position, Clark, on the boards is an issue.
Yeah, that and the will to get it done, Kevin.
Number 15. Oh, good on the three.
Defender was in his jersey that time, Steve.
And it rattled him. He clearly was not comfortable at all on the release.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
And now we've got a moment to see how the Jazz are doing ranking-wise, Kevin. Second in assists, 7th in rebounding. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
Yeah, and Clark, let's go back to the assists for a second. And this is what makes this team good, I think, right now. They're sharing the ball. They're getting great ball movement and spacing. And they've become so efficient offensively that they've become a nightmare to guard.
Sacramento with the ball. After the miss from Richards, Vaughn, the pass to King. Drains the three-pointer.
A wide-open three. They need much better communication defensively.
From deep. Jones, no luck.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Utah with the ball. After the miss from Thompson. Richards passes to Buckets. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's King with the rebound. Got a piece of it. The Kings trail by 5. Pass to Hammond. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Kings got 5 points so far. The pass to Richards. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Nice start for him. 5 of his first 7 shots he's made.
Horn, defended by Jones. And here's the fast break. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Utah.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Jazz shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
And so Jones nails both of them.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
To end the run, York. Rejected by Jones. Now here's Brooks, defended by York. And Brooks, here we go. Here's Jones. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. 5th, the Jazz.
Now, the thing I like is they're getting good shots every time down the floor, and it's due to their unselfishness as a team.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at Utah. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Sacramento, 2.5 games back.
Checking out Utah, they've actually taken the NBA by storm since the season kicked off. They put themselves right in the mix with the league's top teams when most people thought they'd be bottom feeders.
And I know it's early, Clark, but the way they've looked, I think they'll be in that mix all the way to the end.
He went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate finish.
Now here's Griffin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Brooks kicks to Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rubio dishes to Jones. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Jazz shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
They're shooting extremely well from the free throw line now.
The Kings trail by 13. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Gobert, he's checked in for Jones. Young against Griffin. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Left side, Griffin. Out to Brooks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, here's a guy who gives the coach the luxury of a very simple play call, which is just the ISO. Get him the ball and get out of the way, and good things are going to happen.
What I love about watching him play, Steve, is his terrific agility and body control. Even with the multiple defenders closing in, he contorts his body at angles that really give him a chance to make shots from weird positions all the time.
So it's Utah now. They lead by 14. Rubio outside. 6 on the shot clock. Number 5. Here's Gobert. And there's the bucket. Stand with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gobert's got his first points in this one. Number 26, covered by Rubio. Young passes to York. Young, a screen on Brooks. Here's York. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Good defense, but gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
And it's Rubio penetrating. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Rubio. Jazz passing it around. He feeds it to Griffin. And it's off from three-point range.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Number 5, defended by Young. Outside for Griffin. Brooks. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. From midcourt, no good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for Sacramento. That is good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Passes it to York. Can't get it to go. And it's Utah the other way. Leans from outside. It's rebounded by York.
He tried that leaner, and to me, it probably got him off balance a little bit. Probably should have gone straight up.
Pass to Roberson. Number 26, covered by Rubio. Pass to York. Count that one. Utah leading by 12. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Jazz making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Thompson. A 26-point game for him in the win against Phoenix. Back to King. 16 feet away. Shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way. Here's Buckets. The shot misses. Great D that time from Hammond. And Roberson kicks to Thompson. King. Shot denied. The feed to Biombo. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass, leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball. Now a chance, Kevin, to take a look at how the Jazz fared over the last month. 3rd in assists, 7th in field goal percentage. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And when you look at the stats across the board, Clark, the one that jumps out at me, which you mentioned, is the assist per game. This is a team that really relies on offensive distribution, great spacing, good ball movement, and unselfishness, and that shows up in that assist total.
And Utah has possession. After the miss from Thompson. The shot's good from Richards. He's got 12.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing two guards in basketball. You'll take a look at buckets. An uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. In fact, I would say his passing ability may be better than some of the actual point guards around this league.
And, Steve, it's almost hard to categorize him strictly as a shooting guard because he does handle so many of their passing duties. Doesn't matter what we call him, though. The guy's got game.
Number 5. Excellent D from King. And now Sacramento on the break. And Thompson throws it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
And it's the Kings with the ball. They trail by 14. Here's Hammond. Second shot opportunity. Boliner inside. Oh, that's blocked. Number 15, defended by Vaughn. Number 15. And Roberson pulls it down. The Kings have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Vaughn, the pass to Hammond. And that one's good. 6 points for him.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless. They are really struggling with fouls, Kevin. It's still early, but one more foul, and they're over the limit.
And Utah making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Wasted no time on that one.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
Thompson right side. Fires for three. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
King with the block. They get it back. Number 44, defended by Roberson. The pass to Buckets. 4 on the clock. But they recover it. Number 15. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Utah Jazz. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. The Kings trail by 15. Vaughn, defended by Anderson. Passes it to him. Lets it go from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. 9 points in the game so far.
Good job creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That's good from King. And so he makes both from the line. Utah leading by 10. Number 15, defended by Roberson. No good from Buckets.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Buckets. Buckets got his third rebound tonight.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backboard. Usually that's a great way to take control of a game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
And Sacramento has possession after the missed three from Buckets. The tray. Lets the three fly. That is good. And the Jazz lead by 13.
Not his quarter scoring-wise. He's just 1 for 7 from the field.
Gets the buckets. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Utah's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Number 15, defended by Roberson. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 5. Kings have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Timeout called by the Kings. And as with any timeout at this part of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back out of the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout. That's his second shot from long range in this quarter, so he's starting to roll.
Number 26. Good. He hits the jump shot. 8 points for him.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Jazz leading by 14. Pass to Richards. There's the dish to Anderson. Lays it up and banks it in. Anderson's got his first points of the night. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Dishes to Thompson. Makes the lead pass. And the rejection by Richards. And they're able to recover. 10. Rebound, Utah.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And the pass to Buckets. Down low. It's tipped. King with the steal. Number 26. Kicks to Thompson. Makes it off the glass. Thompson's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet nine. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one with 14 men.
No good from Buckets.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
So it's Sacramento. It's a 14-point game. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Pass to Richards. Count the bucket. 14 points for him.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
King outside. Feeds it to Thompson. No good from outside.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. It looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
Anderson defended by King. And that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 18.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Thompson outside. Pass to King. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
Let's see how the Kings have performed over the last few weeks. Second in blocks. 6th in steals. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And Clark, let's talk about those blocks, because you know what that does? When you're a guard and you've got great shot blockers behind you, it allows you to play with more aggressiveness on the perimeter, and that can really disrupt an offense.
And they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Sacramento with the ball. For 3. No good from Vaughn.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
Gets the bucket.
Gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
They swipe it. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Hammond. The Jazz making a switch here. Both free throws good from Hammond.
Yeah, they're getting to the line an awful lot in this quarter, and it's not an accident. They've been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's been very intentional. I mean, they've picked up the aggression, and it could get them out of this hole.
Nice ball movement by Utah. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Number 26. Sacramento again missing. Now here's Griffin. Here's Buckets. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a pretty lopsided game to the first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
The weekend is finally upon us. Detroit with a loss to the Nuggets over at Pepsi Center. Very close one there, just 1 point shy at the end. And another game also in the books. Over at American Airlines Arena, it was the Heat over the Cavaliers.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. An exceptional performance from Richards.
Yeah, the defensive effort and intensity has been fantastic, and you can tell he's really inspiring his team with his play.
Yeah, his emotion and his production. He's been patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there, and he's really made a statement with his defensive effort.
And so in the game for the Jazz, he kicks it to Thompson. Excellent defense there from Richards. Jazz leading by 21. Now the pass to Buckets. He dishes it to Jones. Buckets. Looking to end his cold spell. No luck.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
That's good. Thompson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Sacramento. Passes it to Buckets. Drills the three-pointer.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
The Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Vaughn. From the line, gets the bucket.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Jones, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Jones has got 18 points in the game.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
To the paint. Boom, he jams it straight down. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
The pass to Hammond. There's the triple. And good on the basket. Hook it. He's got 14.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap up since the start of the second half. They're starting to find the range.
Steve, the lasers are starting to do their thing. That's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Jones, the pass to Richards. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Richards. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Timeout called by the Kings.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Another steal. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Passes it to Buckets. And another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Pass to Vaughn. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 6.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Now the pass to Richards. Buckets. He's covered by Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
He has terrific defensive instincts, and you can see it clearly in how he anticipates screens, slips them, and stays with his man.
I think that's a special part of what he does. He's really good at that, and it makes him a reliable defender.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively. Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Vaughn. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Looking at the Kings over the last month, let's see how they stacked up in the league statistically. 3rd in blocks, 6th in rebounding. And they're in the top 10 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And to me, what really stands out with all those numbers you talked about, Clark, are the blocks, because they're a physical team. They're dominant in the paint. And they've got great length. And when they're between you and the basket, it's tough to get a shot over these guys.
Number 15. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 10.
Great shot. I mean, so difficult to get your shot on line when you're off balance like that.
They set the screen. The shot's good from Vaughn.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Passes it to Buckets. Baseline J on the way. And Utah again with the bucket.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by Richards. Jazz have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Pass to Buckets. Fires the 3. The shot is off.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Vaughn, the pass to King. And a miss there on the triple. Utah's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Jazz passing it around. On the basket by Jones.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominating.
Hits the 3-point bomb. King's got 10 points.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
The pass to Richards. Buckets. Number 15. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 13.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Passes to Vaughn. Here's Hammond. And that one is hammered home. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Thompson misses.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Buckets passes to Jones. He feeds it to Thompson. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Chance to check out the Sacramento Kings' upcoming schedule. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
Yeah, there's no question for Milwaukee. I mean, that's a game they would really like to have.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Brooks checked in for the Jazz. Utah's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Kings have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Thompson outside. Pass to York. There's the feed to Biyombo. The pass to York. Shot clock at 6. Thompson from long range. Gets it to go. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Number 44. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Sacramento's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Thompson outside. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Number 44. And that time, also a missed shot.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Buckets. He's checked in for Utah. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Sacramento's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Passes it to York. The dish to Biyombo. He passes it to York. Number 26. Him. Slams it back in.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
The drive by Rubio. Buckets. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists in the game. And there's the pass to York. And it's blocked by Gobert.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And the basket by Rubio. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Jazz.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Also, you can see how they've gotten after it defensively. I mean, the steal totals are really something to admire.
Here's York. It's rebounded by Buckets. Buckets got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The drive by Rubio. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Number 42. Pass to Buckets. Right through the D for the layup. Buckets got 11 in the second half. Number 26. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we conclude the third quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Jazz shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Bradley is out there with Young. And there's Roberson. And it's York in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Pass to Griffin. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And he makes the first. Griffin hits them both. King shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. The outside leaner, and that one's good. And it's Utah's ball. Number 5, defended by Ferguson. That's blocked. Gone 2 for 5 tonight. Pass to Roberson. Here's York. Kept alive.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
There's the pass to Ferguson. Brooks grabs the board.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Roberson.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Reverse that one home. Now, that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
Oof.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
Rubio dishes to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
Gets it to go.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Ferguson. Here's Roberson. No good with the layup. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Rubio kicks to Brooks. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Kings have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Ferguson, the pass to York. Leads him in there. Roberson. Here's Bradley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First free throw is good. And the Jazz making a change here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Jazz leading by 23. Passes it to Gobert. Outside Griffin. And he uses the glass on the layup. Griffin's got 6 here in this quarter. Sacramento with the ball. They get a hand on it. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And the Jazz making a change here. Brooks checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Number 5. Sacramento grabs the miss. Dishes it to Bradley. Roberson. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's the free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And Utah making a change here.
That's his first personal foul.
And the pass to Gobert. Number 15. The shot's good from Gobert.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
There's the screen. Pass to Vaughn. Poked loose. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. A three-pointer off the mark.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Good. 22 points for him. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Passes it to Buckets. Outside Griffin. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to Griffin. A second chance effort. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Jones checked in for Gobert. Second free throw, no good. Kings have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Thompson from long range. Gets it to go. Thompson's got 22.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness. Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Wide open look. Up again. King throws it down with the quick putback jam.
Showing us a little force on that putback there.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Now, you got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
Boy, look at the big ups, Clark.
Major bounce there. I mean, he can fly, folks. Really fly.
And we're seeing more and more of that, it seems, guys, out of the point guard spot in the NBA these days. He's been so reliable again today, Kevin, and they need his points, and he's providing them.
Vaughn, the pass to Hammond. King with it. Vaughn, defended by Jones. The shot's good from Vaughn.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Jazz leading by 21. Outside for Griffin. The pass to Buckets. Back to Griffin.
Get outside, get outside.
Feeds it to Jones. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Buckets. For the three. That drops. Buckets got 14 points now in the second half.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Back to King. From the corner. No good off the front iron. Utah has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. But they'll get another chance. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. So he gets them both. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Poked away. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. And that one is stuffed right through.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Passes it to Ferguson. Number 26. Sacramento gets it back. To the inside. Number 44. Rejected by Roberson. And the Kings pushing it up now. Bradley, defended by Griffin, got that one up quick. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Number 26, defended by Gobert. Griffin grabs the board.
He can't get anything to drop, and the way he's going, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now the pass to Ferguson. Kicks it to Young. Shot clock at 5. 17-foot shot on the way. The shot's good from Ferguson. The Jazz shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Back to Griffin. .151 left in the game. The stupendous finish in traffic. Griffin's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of shielding himself from contact and finding a way to finish at the rim.
I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He sets a screen maybe better than anybody. And if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look. It's automatic.
Lets it go with the three. Another miss by Griffin. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Ferguson. Utah shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Outside Griffin. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. Soft touch off the glass. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they haven't been able to get nearly as many second chance points. But with the lead, that's not really a major concern. I mean, they just got to play solid basketball the rest of the way to maintain their cushion.
Pass to Roberson. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. And the Jazz making a change here. So it's Sacramento now. He passes to York. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
To the middle, number 42. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Pass to Ferguson. Screen by Young. Pass to Roberson. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Gobert, guarded by Bradley. Taken away. And the Kings pushing it up now. Ferguson, the pass to York. That's tipped from the arc. That's good.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but it seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over,